into MMA for a little while, took 3-4 years off. Who's got the better boxing IQ of the two?
I want to say Elvis Moyo has got a slightly better, he's got an edge, I think, in terms of boxing acumen. However, you know, I know Knife Didier has been working on his conditioning. He's been working on his stamina. He's been running quite a bit. He's been training long hours. So he's probably hoping to drag the fight out and be able to catch Elvis Moyo in the later rounds when he's a little bit tired. But, you know, these are heavyweights. Heavyweights produce knockouts early.
And there's going to be a knockout.
There should be a knockout. Who's going to explode? Is the bomb going to go off before the knife goes in?
I like it. Okay, come on. Don't sit on the fence with this one, Tammy. I want a prediction. Who wins? Elvis Moyo, Knife Didier, WBF African heavyweight title. Who takes that belt home?
I think Elvis Moyo gets to defend it successfully tonight.
There you go. Elvis Moyo, Tammy thinks. Great fight. Let's look at the tail of the tape for both of these fights. It's going to be a great one. Kololo Lubuka Didier, also known as a knife, against Elvis Moyo, nicknamed the Terminator, also nicknamed the Bomber. Look at the record of the two, though. I mean, 7-2. And remember, Knife's only losses have come against Ruan Vissa. Look at the record of Elvis, 4-5-2. It's going to be a close, this one. It's going to be very close. Not much difference in height and weight. Fantastic opportunity for Knife to come in, upset the apple cart, steal the belt, take it back to the DRC.
We'll see what happens tonight. He comes very determined. That's Mr. Knife from the DRC up against Zimbabwe's own Elvis the Bulawayo Bomber. Now we take it to our MC, Richard Nda.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Zol Zimbabwe is here to stay. Take out your phones, tweet about it, talk about it. They are sponsoring free internet tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to begin the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing for the WBF Africa heavyweight title. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the stage. And let's welcome the fighter fighting out of the red corner, all the way from the DRC. A big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen, for Knife Didier!
Here comes the very confident, the enigmatic, the colourful and stylish Knife Didier. It's almost like a pin has dropped in this place. Absolutely no noise for Knife Didier. He doesn't mind that. He knows his job is here to come and get the title, and like you said, he's in the best condition we've ever seen him in. He's got a chance today.
I think so. I have to agree with you on that. He's got a little bit of a shine. And he might make it happen. We don't know. As he kneels to pray.
Followed by his trainer there into the ring. Or just gone past me, sorry, Aaron McKenzie. It's a good team he's got there as well with him now. I feel like we're seeing the best Knife Didier, and if he does win this, I feel like there's an opportunity for him to go a long way.
All the way. All
There's
the
a
way.
big fight next month, Ruan versus Osborne. So it's going to be a good one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction anywhere in Zimbabwe, he is your very own. Round of applause for Elvis Moyo!
Okay, I am expecting the roof to come off this place when he walks in. There's thousands of people here all waiting for this giant, this man, Elvis Moyo. He runs to the ring.
That's exactly how George Foreman used to do. George Foreman used to run to the ring.
It's funny you say George Foreman because he played George Foreman in a small TV role.
And he looks like him.
He does look like George Foreman.
Looks like Big George.
One thing I can guarantee, this fight won't go the distance.
We'll see what happens. We got the knife in the ring, the man with big bombs right in front of us.
Let's see, I can't wait for this one. Again, this fight's been in the making since 2014. That was an MMA cage. This time it's the boxing ring. Let's see who goes on the WBF African heavyweight title.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to keep standing for the national anthem of the DRC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we sing the national anthem of Zimbabwe, I'd like to invite into the ring the Honorable Excellency Minister of Sport, Kazembe Kazembe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please keep standing for the national anthem of Zimbabwe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, the main event of the evening, 10 rounds of boxing for the WBF Africa Heavyweight Championship. This bout is sanctioned by the WBF. The WBF president and supervisor in attendance is Howard Goldberg. Our referee in charge of the action has officiated over 120 world title fights. His name is Darryl Ribbings. The three judges scoring the bout on a 10-point system are from South Africa, Eddie Marshall, Patrick Nkondiwa from Zimbabwe, and Francis Nenderere from Zimbabwe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, two outstanding fighters enter the ring. Only one will emerge victorious. The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring and they are ready. Harare, Zimbabwe, are you ready? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. All the way from the DRC, his professional record consists of 7 big wins, 2 losses, also known as the Knife. His fighting stance is orthodox, weighing in at a 112 kg, wearing the black and orange trunks. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Knife Didier. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction anywhere in Zimbabwe. He is your very own. His professional record consists of 4 wins, 5 losses. Also known as the Bomber, weighing in at an incredible 126 kg, wearing the black trunks. A big round of applause for Elvis Moyo. And once again, the referee in charge of the action when the bell sounds is Daryl Ribbing.
Here we go. Elvis Moyo, Knife Didier.
It was lovely.
This is going to be good, Tammy.
This is exciting. The hair on the back of my head is standing.
Knife is ready. Elvis is ready. No excuses here. No one's injured. Both coming off good knockout victories. Knife coming off his best year. Elvis saying that he's back in boxing full time.
And it's a good opportunity for Knife because even though, you know, he might not be popular, he might get it done now.
Let's have a good team fight, okay? Keep your punches up. Okay, when I say break, very important to take a step back. I will not tell you to box on. You'll automatically box on. When I say stop, okay, you will stop. I will command you to box on when I'm ready, okay? Good luck to both of you. May the best man win. Shake hands. Go well, go well.
Good instructions from a very, very experienced referee there. And I like the final box, the final instruction. Good clean fight. Let's get it on.
Exactly.
Hey.
Let's get it on.
Oi!
Yeah, you're quite right, Dave. I mentioned he's very experienced. He's refereed over 120 world title fights. He actually fought here in Zimbabwe in the SAs, which is a long time ago as an amateur, way back when.
Elvis always starts like this in his fights, very slow, using that jab, like pondering that jab, just almost pouring it out there. And then he smashes that right over. Knife just almost having a look as well, Knife. He knows the power that Elvis has. They guys have fought each other before. People around me are standing. People are not sitting down for this at all. People are standing, anticipating something special here.
And no one wants to blink either because they know it'll happen in an instant. Oh, very good speed there from Elvis Moyo.
Again, very nervous start from both. You can almost feel it in the crowd. The crowd are very nervous as well. Good from Knife. Knife landed big there as well.
Right, step back.
I'm liking what Elvis is doing. Moving his head, you know, just letting the punches slide off of his shoulder. It kind of reminds me of James Toney.
You just compared Elvis Moyo to James Toney there.
No. Not at all. I mean, it's just a similar type of action.
Doesn't move his feet at all, does Elvis. I mean, very, very stationary in his approach. And look, that might be style, but again, you can see holes that knife can almost work with there. Oh, good punch from Knife, big punch as well. Big right hand.
Knife also looking for the knockout. What Knife really should be doing, he should be throwing more of that jab. Just try to get points, try to get himself some kind of action going.
Elbow, break, step back.
But heavyweights being heavyweights, they want the man finished. They want to assert their dominance. It's like they really want to show that they are the kings.
Big punch from Elvis there, and you kind of feel like Knife already feels the power. Elvis, very strong and powerful fighter.
I really would like to see Didier use that jab a bit more, like that. That's what I would like to see. I'd like to see him put that jab out there and jab to the body too. But he's not doing that. Okay, there he's trying a little bit of that, but he just needs to do it more and consistently.
Very good first round though for Knife, Didier, I thought he did a lot more than Elvis in that round. Elvis didn't move at all. You almost feel like it's almost a storm brewing with Elvis. Takes his time, and then you almost feel like he knows what he's going to do next. No one landed anything super clean. That's probably the best punch of the round from Elvis Moyo, but I thought that Knife done a lot more. Just a lot more, but again, look, that's just the first round. One thing that we said in terms of keys to victory is like, this goes past 4 or 5, Knife looks in better shape than Elvis.
Exactly.
So if it goes past 4 or 5, you kind of wonder if the gas tank will empty very quickly from Elvis Moyo.
Seconds out.
So if I'm Elvis, I don't want this to be a slow start. He needs to kind of put the pace up a bit more for me.
But as you say that, if you looked into the corner earlier, you're going to see Knife was breathing quite heavy, and Elvis Moyo looks very relaxed, copacetic. It's like another day in the office for him. And that's a beautiful left hook counter there from Elvis Moyo.
Great shot there from Knife as well, though. And Knife isn't coming to make up the numbers. Again, he's only lost to one man, and that's Ruan Visser. And a lot of people think that Ruan Visser is going to go all the way. So Knife, I think his boxing skills and ability have been very underrated in the build-up to this fight.
But you can see quite clearly, Knife is open for that left hook. He's open for that left hook.
Both of these guys are going to come and... Looks like the fighters are talking to each other there. That's strange. Oh, good uppercut there from Knife, Didier. Almost like he went close to that. That got Elvis Moyo upset. Tries to fire back. Again, the lack of activity from Elvis Moyo, that's concerning. He's not doing much. I understand maybe he's conserving energy, I don't know, but he needs to do a lot more than this.
Break! Back.
Elvis, on the other hand, is doing some very slick things in the ring, man. He is slipping punches, letting punches slide off his shoulder,
Break.
and it's a bit more high level. It's a bit more high level.
Break!
Referees, I'm happy the referees kind of said to him about those punches. A couple of big punches behind the head there, and gotta be careful. Went low there, did Elvis as well. Been a bit naughty here as Elvis, but he's going to use all that experience he can to get the win here.
Break! Nothing's gonna happen. Back.
I like the way Elvis is slipping punches, the way he slips Didier's right hand, and he catches him with counters after that.
Break!
Just as he did right there. And you can see it's starting to frustrate Knife Didier. He's looking for it, but he can't He's not effective.
I don't know. I have to disagree, Sam. I don't think it is frustrating Knife
Right.
at all, and I don't think
Okay.
he's slipping those punches. But there you go, cool there, nice little uppercut there from Knife Didier.
Break, step back.
Good refereeing here. Don't let them tie each other up.
Stop.
So I'll give that round again to Knife Didier for me. Elvis needs to be a bit more active than this. Not throwing enough punches. Definitely not throwing enough combinations. And I mean, would you be concerned in the corner of Elvis, or is this part of the game plan? Maybe tire out Knife Didier.
I think that's probably what they're doing, because if you look at the two of them, Knife Didier looks a bit more exhausted, and Elvis Moyo looks like he's just having another simple day in the office. You know, he's just doing what he's got to do. And if you watch right there, that exchange, he slipped that right hand on the shoulder. He's doing very good work of slipping that right hand of Knife Didier.
Seconds out. Get round.
Small delay while they clean up all the water in the corner of Knife Didier. Again, Elvis just waiting here. That's more like it. He's got a very good jab. He's got very good boxing ability as Elvis. And again, I'm surprised that he's almost waiting, almost like he's trying to counter the work of Knife. Knife took a step back there and said, look, I'm following you around the ring. You follow me now.
What Elvis Moyo needs to do is keep this fight in the middle of the ring, instead of trying to go to the corners and to the ropes, the kind of thing, because that gives the referees and judges the impression that you are being dominated.
Three good jabs there from Elvis Moyo. Really snapped the head back of Knife Didier. He needs to do that jab in a lot more. He doesn't really throw jab. It looks like he's trying to throw that big right hand just there like that.
Both of them are looking to knock each other out. They're not looking to build up points, and that's exactly what they should be doing. They should be looking to build up points instead of looking for one final blow that'll end the entire discussion. That's not how it goes. You need to box.
Knife looks like he's breathing heavily already, and we're only halfway through round 3. I mean, look, he's in better shape. We've seen him in a lot worse shape than this, have we, Tammy? But
exactly,
he's breathing heavily already. That surprises me.
Elvis doing some good work countering. Good work at countering Knife's attack. You see, when Elvis throws jabs like that, the strong jabs like that, it shuts down any offense that Knife was trying to mount.
When you look at the performance
like
of
that,
Elvis and Knife, do you think any of these can be, or maybe put up a good fight against the winner of Warren versus Osborne?
I think they will be competitive, that's for sure. Both of those guys are game, and they can be taken.
Elvis for a body shot there, and I'm pretty sure I saw Knife Didier's legs collapse. That body shot hurt him.
You know, this is a tough fight for both men. I know Knife Didier is very, very determined. I think about a month ago, Knife Didier lost his father. And that, in a way, might have either affected his training or spurred him on to be more determined. I bet you if he wins here tonight, he will dedicate that to his father.
Let's see if we can listen into Elvis's corner. See the advice they're going to give him. Crowd are absolutely loving this. jab, then throw that big right hand. That's kind of what he's been doing.
Let's go, much space.
Seconds out. Box.
That was a big Elvis Moyo round.
That jab.
It's a beautiful jab.
It's a
and beautiful hook.
right now. It's tough for Knife because everything Knife lands, no one screams. Every time Elvis lands even a jab, the crowd goes crazy.
Crowd goes nuts.
And that's going to influence the judges, isn't it?
Break.
You have to admit, Elvis Moyo is doing some very good work. I like how he's countering Didier Knife with the jab, countering with the left hook. Oh,
that's another
beautiful
thing.
right hand counter again.
All right, stop. Break. Step back. Get off the ropes.
For as big as Elvis is, he's very, very fast.
Okay. I think Elvis Moyo is going to look for a big right hand right now. There. He's going to look for a big right hand. He's going to look for a big right hand counter. That's what's presenting himself to him right now.
Stop.
If you look,
Right.
Knife Didier's left hand is down. He's open for the big right
I know
hand.
it's heavy, I know it's tight, I
And
know
Elvis
it's hot,
Moyo is
okay.
looking for it.
You make a fight of it, there's too much holding, okay. It's hard to tell who's it like it, but you're heavy, okay. Right. Box.
Referee's advice there was, look, I know it's hot, I know it's a hard fight, but stop the holding. And that's just good advice. Stop the holding.
Beautiful left there from Elvis Moyo.
Oh, big body shot from Elvis. You look at Knife's last 3 fights. Gerson Singo knocked him out in round 2. Riamani knocked him out in round 1. And Mudeko knocked him out in round 1. He's not been this far for a long time.
Right.
As Knife Didier, and I wonder if the gas tank is running empty.
It might be. I like what Elvis Moyo is doing with his right hand. If he gets close to him, he throws that left. He drops it to the body. When he's fought, it's a big right hand counter over the top. He's using it very effectively.
Break. Come on, chaps.
It's a clear gap in terms of experience, in terms of ability.
Knife looks tired, and for me it just looks like a matter of time before Elvis lands something big to put him down. He looks exhausted, this Knife.
Knife looks frustrated. He's not quite sure exactly what's coming next.
Break.
Oh, huge body shot just above the commentary booth here.
Break.
Knife done well to take that body shot, but those are the ones you start putting in the bank.
Exactly.
Those body shots are the ones you start asking for later.
Exactly. It's an investment into the future.
And the future is only going to be a couple of rounds away.
Exactly. But what he needs to do is that when he throws that left to the body, he needs to turn it a little bit more so it goes more to the back.
Walking back to his corner, Knife Didier just looks despondent. I mean, look at Elvis, look confident. Knife looks very despondent in that corner. Look at Elvis. Just looks very calm and collected in that corner. They look a bit worried in that corner, I think. Deep breaths as well there.
There's a bit of frustration, panic, and confusion in the corner there of Knife Didier.
Come on, whoa, that's a beautiful counter right. Landed it again as well.
See, I like
that jab. Look at that jab from Elvis.
I like what he's doing with that right hand.
On 5.
With that right, he's blocking with that right hand and dropping it right on top of Knife Didier. That is very good boxing.
Wait. Right there. Shit's sake. Box.
Here we go, round 5. Remember, this is 10 rounds for the WBF African heavyweight title, a title held by Elvis Moyo. A title he won in his last fight in here in Harare, Zimbabwe, where he knocked out Bernard Addy. Great jab. That's really been a great and effective weapon in this fight. It's a jab that I thought Knife would employ, but Elvis is using it to great effect so far in this fight.
That is the big contradiction in this fight, is that that weapon should have been used by Knife Didier, yet it's being used by Elvis Moyo. It's beautiful counters coming from Elvis Moyo. He's using a left counter, using a right counter.
But Knife, I've watched Knife against Ruin. He's very dangerous when he's hurt. He's not an easy guy to get out of there. Even against Ruin, the big giant Ruin, Ruin landed some big shots and he came back. So I don't expect it to be easy work for Elvis, not just yet anyway.
It's not easy work. At this moment right now, he seems to be outboxed by Elvis Moyo. Elvis using a variety of jabs. He's using an up jab, he's using a jab from the face also.
Knife Didier's corner man just right next to me is screaming for Knife to move.
Up, hit him behind the head,
And he's not moving, he's just standing there.
Both of you, box.
Beautiful evasive work there by Elvis Moyo. And that's frustrating Knife. You can see that.
Right.
And you see, from that position, Knife is able to use his right hand to go to Didier's body or to go to the back of the head.
Knife just looks at his cornerman there and he's almost like he's looking for help, looking for instructions. The inexperience of a boxer. Remember, Knife background is judo. He's done very well in his boxing career so far. And I just wonder if the lack of experience so far is shown.
Right here, in this moment, I think Knife is being outboxed, clearly.
Break, step back.
And you can see the frustration. You can see even the guard is not even effective anymore. Elvis is able to get to it from in front of him.
Big deep breaths as well from Knife Didier. Mouth is wide open now. Has been since round 2, really. And it's going to be difficult work for him now going into the second half of this fight. Another round in the bank for Elvis Moyo. He does this thing now where he walks very slow to his corner. He has a look at the crowd. I love Chris Eubank.
He's comfortable, he's in his office, and he's in control.
Big deep breaths from Knife Didier here. Again, we said earlier if it goes past round 5 or 6, it's maybe Knife's fight, but kind of have to say we probably got it wrong. It looks like it's Elvis's fight. Elvis looks like he's been able to control the fight, and in doing so, maybe save some of that energy.
I've always thought whoever's going to box in this fight is the one that's going to win. That's the guy that's going to be a bit more successful. And clearly, Knife is struggling with the boxing in this fight.
Seconds out. Seconds out. 6. Seconds out.
Round 6 here at halfway stage of this 10-round fight.
Box.
Big shots from both men.
Right.
They're talking to each other as well. Knife is talking to Elvis above us here. I'm not quite sure what he said, but you know he's saying it's going to take a bit more than that to get me out of there, Mr. Moyo.
Knife is getting our box right now, and Knife is open to a big right hand.
Two jabs there. Another jab.
That jab That jab right there by Elvis Moyo is very good at setting up that big right hand, just like that. And however, that really it didn't connect cleanly, but that's what he's looking for. He's looking for the big right hand. He's setting up the big right hand with the jab.
Right.
At the weigh-in yesterday, Knife said, "Don't you know my nickname? It's called Knife." Elvis said, "I'm the bomber. You don't bring a knife to a bomb fight." and that pretty much seems like the way the fight's going right now. He just looks a bit blunt right now, does Knife Didier.
Correct.
Elvis looks the stronger and the bigger and the confident of the two, and it seems like it's a matter of time, but you never know.
I think Elvis got a good strategy, just outboxing, and then when he's tired, then try to take him out. You know, really what Knife needs to do here to be successful, he needs to straighten out that jab, continue 2, 3, 4 left hand, left jabs, and then big right over the top. That's what he needs to do, create space for the big right hand with the jab. But he's not doing that. Instead, he's allowed Elvis Moyo to come close. As Elvis Moyo is doing right now, he's successful with the right hand to the body and to the head.
Both fighters, for me, seem apprehensive to throw the big right hand. Both seem to want to do this, just come up close. Both fighters don't really want to throw that big right. I'm not quite sure why.
Break. Watch your heads. Back.
Oh, good body shot from Elvis Moyo there. Those body shots will start to take effect very, very soon.
Very soon, he'll feel them.
Break.
I think this is very good experience for Elvis Moyo, because this lines him up to understand that boxing is not about ending the fight real quick. It's about fighting consistently over time.
Both fighters using the big screen in here. Look at the time of the rounds. So both fighters starting to feel this pace a bit. Again, remember this is a 10-round fight for Elvis Moyo's WBF African heavyweight title. They're not happy at all in the corner of Knife Didier. And should they be upset?
They should be.
Performance so far.
Quite rightly, they should be upset with Elvis Moyo. With Knife Didier, because he's not putting that left hand out there. Well, I don't know if they told him to do that. He needs to put the left hand out there. He needs to jab. Like I said, 3 consistent jabs followed by a big right hand and finish with the jab again. But he's not doing that. You see, like right there, he threw the jab, and there's only one jab, and he allows Elvis to close the distance. Once he closes the distance, he can't be effective anymore. The opportunity is gone.
Box, guys.
They got round 7. Round 7 of 10. Potentially, I thought this was going to be a knockout either way. This could go all the way to 10. You can see the difference in both of their jabs. Elvis Moyo's jab looks powerful, looks strong. Always snaps the head back of Knife jabs now starting to look a bit sloppy, a little bit tired, a bit weary.
It's more effective, and he's catching him also with the left hand, with the left hook off the jab.
Right.
Elvis needs to mix this up though, doesn't he? I mean, look, he's having success with that jab, but he's not doing much else.
That's what I'm saying. He's hooking off the jab, and that's effective. He's hooking off the jab, throwing the right hand, that's effective. Because that's frustrating Knife Didier. Knife Didier doesn't know what's coming next.
Just missed with that big left hook there. I spoke to Elvis at the weigh-in. He says, I asked him, what do you want next if you win this fight? He says, I want Derek Chisora. The Zimbabwean-born Derek Chisora that's now based in the UK, former world title challenger. Derek Chisora is not going to be scared of watching this performance.
I think that could be a big opportunity for him. If it happens, it'll be a big chance for him to go out and put his name out there to the rest of the world.
And it's a huge fight for Zimbabwe.
It'll be a big fight in Zimbabwe, but it'll also put him out globally.
Knife looks at the clock again.
Break. Come on, watch your
Over
head.
a minute
Watch
left.
your
You
head.
can tell he's tired. He keeps looking at that clock. Looks at the clock again there as well. Most fighters do that to try and steal rounds. You know, it's 20 seconds left. You put your best work in the last 20 seconds. Felix Stern was fantastic at that. So was Sergio Martinez. Oh, no, Knife is hiding that shot.
Break.
Looks to stumble a little bit.
Break.
Again, he's looking at the big screen at the clock.
Watch your elbow. Break. Watch your elbow.
Oh, horrible body shot from Elvis.
He needs to do that right to the body and lift it up. Go to the head as well. Right to the body and go up.
Oh, good jab. He switched for, again to southpaw, then went back to orthodox though.
Break.
Elvis looks at the big screen as well at the clock.
Knife is starting to get pummeled.
He is, and it's another round as well for Elvis.
The more tired you start getting, it becomes difficult for you to do even the basic things. It becomes difficult for you to follow instructions. It becomes difficult for you to think and put out a strategy, an effective working strategy in the ring.
What an atmosphere at this City Sports Centre in Harare, honestly. It almost sounds a bit like a football stadium. Honestly, what an atmosphere.
Yeah.
You can imagine if Elvis puts Knife down, the roof will lift up.
I agree with you. And Elvis looks calm and collected. He looks like it's just another day.
Someone's out.
Doesn't look tired.
Not it. Box.
We are round 8, this 10-round fight. Kalakoda, Didier putting up a brave performance, but it's very, very difficult for him now. He's breathing hard. Elvis looks confident there. A little shuffle there as well from Elvis. Remember, Elvis smiling in the black trunks, Knife Didier in the orange and black.
Elvis Moyo starting to open up now.
It's behind the head. Hit it behind the head. Big charge. Box.
Elvis, referee warned Elvis about hitting behind the back of the head. Elvis said no, it wasn't. He said, Knife, let's fight, champ. Come on, let's just fight.
Break. That's better.
Yeah, I think the end is coming for our good Knife Didier. He looks a bit tired. His legs don't look good. His legs don't look steady at all.
His nose is been busted as well.
Come up. Break.
Again, he looks at the clock. He won't want to see what he saw there. Just shy of 2 minutes. He tries to throw it back there, though. Oh, big left hook.
Beautiful left hook counter there from Elvis Moyo. So Elvis Moyo, he keep hitting, he keep going to Knife's body. It drops Knife's hands, and that allows him the opportunity to go to the head.
Elvis has definitely gone up a couple of gears here. He was operating at gear 1. He's clearly at gear 3 or 4 now. It's like a matter of time.
Break. Come on. Come on.
Knife keeps looking at the big screen.
Break.
I'm not sure what he's looking at. Why he keep looking at the big screen? He wants to see himself on TV. That's not the time for that. He needs to get out and fight.
Tammy, he's looking and praying to God that this clock speeds up a bit. I don't have a problem with fighters looking at the time, but he just seems to be doing it way too much now.
He needs to be focused. He needs to be focused. He needs to be throwing that jab, pumping that jab, pumping that jab, followed by a right hand. He needs to, the only thing that can say, when the fight's not going your way, the things that work are going back to the basics.
Okay, break.
That's what some of the old boxing trainers told me.
Let him go, break, step back, stop.
That's a big Elvis Moyo round again.
There's Kundai and Ziklo, two of my fellow colleagues at Kwese Sports, enjoying the action here as well in Zimbabwe. And there's Dorothy as well, head of Kwese Zimbabwe. She's enjoying the action. And the crowd are definitely enjoying this action as well. Coming up to round 9 here, Tam. Remember, this is only a 10-round fight. What's the chances of this one going to the distance?
I think I think Elvis Moyo needs to get the clean punches.
Round 9.
Get his leverage, adjust his leverage, adjust his feet. He needs to be in the right position.
Right,
That's
box.
how he'll score cleanly and score the knockout that he so desperately wants.
Will Elvis mind going the distance? I mean, there's nothing wrong with going the distance. I mean, you can't replicate this in sparring or training.
No,
I
a
mean,
win is a
great.
win.
It's great, right?
A win is a win, no matter how it comes. And if you look good in front of your home crowd, look, he's dominant in this performance. It's not like he's barely able to squeeze through. He's being quite dominant.
But he's going to want a knockout, though, hasn't he? I mean, he's fighting here. He's fighting in his hometown. He's fighting at the City Sports Center. He wants a knockout.
I think so. I think he wants a knockout because it also gives him the confidence to know that he can still knock guys out. He's a heavyweight. He's got to fight bigger guys, stronger guys. I mean, look at the rest of the other heavyweights. They're gigantic compared to them.
No, you're absolutely
Break
right.
it
I
up.
mean,
Watch
the
your
heavyweights
elbow.
seem to be
Watch
the
your
land of the
head.
giants now. 6'7" seems to be the norm. So he does need to show that he has that knockout power. Better there from Knife. I mean, he landed a good shot there.
Break it up.
And we spoke about what he needs to do, and that's throw punches and bunches. He's not doing it. He's not throwing any combinations as well. He's looking for the one shot. And the one shot's not going to get him the victory.
And just as to speak, Knife gets rocked by just a jab. Very strong arm jab.
Knife will take confidence that he's still there. And as a heavyweight, you know it only takes one. So if he's still there, he's going into round 9. Only, remember, 1 round left after this one.
And that's exactly what Elvis needs to do. He needs to throw punches, and bunches. He needs to throw a combination. Left jab to the head, right to the body, another right to the head.
Break. No, break. Step back.
Oh, good body shot again from Elvis. Credit to Knife. Look,
But he's still around.
he's still around. He shipped some heavy shots, not just to the head, but to the body as well, and he's still there.
Exactly. He has that's a result of that conditioning that he's got right now. The fact that he's worked hard, that's a result of it. Those are the fruits of his hard work. And he's still around. He didn't get knocked out yet.
Break.
Does he just need to go for broke in the last round? I mean, look, he's losing by at least 5 or 6 rounds.
Well, clearly, there's no way he's going to win this fight on points. He's got to try at least to get the knockout.
Let him go.
The risk is that he'll expose himself to the possibility of being knocked out himself and make himself vulnerable.
Oh, good uppercut from Elvis. Oh!
Stop.
You missed at the bell, just saved Knife there. A couple of big punches. And we do go into round 10, and I'm surprised we're going here, but we are going to the final round.
It could be the most decisive round anyway. We don't know.
Last round. Last round.
try and put on something special here in this last round. I really do.
He has to.
Okay.
He has to put an exclamation mark on his
Guys, last round,
performance here tonight. And the only way to
Cheers.
put an emphatic exclamation
Last
mark
round, come.
is
Clean up.
a very strong finish. Try to get the knockout.
Oh. Take your time, take your time. Shake hands. Well done, man.
Elvis says, let's go, champ, yeah? Elvis wants to do something spectacular. I don't think Knife wants to come to this party. Big shots there from Elvis. Again, ends with the jab, starts with the jab, ends with the jab, starts with the jab. Kind of the same story from Elvis
Exactly,
tonight.
exactly. Strong jab, strong right hand, but nothing consistent. He needs to throw a bit more than 1 or 2 punches. At least 5, 6. It will result in something dramatic.
Watch your elbow.
I feel like Knife needs to go for broke a bit.
Beautiful. Beautiful left-right combination from Elvis Moyo again. And you know when he does that, when he gets Knife to raise his hands like that, he needs to go to Knife's body. You see, like right in that situation, right? Exactly. He's got the idea, but he's not doing it properly.
Has Elvis got the power? He's landed some big shots, and I think people forget Elvis started his career as super middleweight. You wonder if he's got the natural heavyweight power to stop some of these big heavyweights.
You know, Elvis, he does have the strength, but you're right. Really, really big heavyweights would probably present a real challenge for him. He does seem to have the physical strength.
But does he have that knockout power?
The thing that Elvis really needs to adjust is his footwork. If he adjusted his footwork, he'll be effective.
He's really trying to get the crowd into this. Last 45 seconds of this one.
Come up. Break.
Good work from Elvis Moyo. The crowd is going crazy for him. As you say that, he drops a lovely left hook right there. Left hook counter on Knife Didier.
He just wants to put an exclamation mark on this performance.
Exactly.
And he's got 15 seconds to do so.
And the only way to put that emphatic exclamation mark is to throw in something that everybody could remember.
Up.
And that's it. I'm not quite sure if the fans know the fight's over, but it is over.
That's your show.
They know now. I expected a knockout. We didn't get the knockout. But nonetheless, it was a good performance from Elvis Moyo.
Very good performance from Elvis Moyo. Where I think Knife went wrong was that jab never got to work for him. He never got to get that jab and the right hand to work for him.
If you're at home right now and you are Osborne Mashimani, the current South African heavyweight champion, you are Ruan Vissa, the ABU South heavyweight champion, do you look at those performances and have fear?
Exactly.
No,
you look at him and you think, oh, no. I mean, Elvis Moyo, although this was a very strong and dominant performance, it really doesn't inspire fear in the hearts of these other big heavyweights, especially someone like Ruan Vissa, who's probably been training with the other guys now, Mr. James Ali Bashir.
What does Elvis need to work on? Is it his conditioning? Does he need to work on the he threw nearly hardly any combinations there as well.
Elvis has got to work on his footwork. I think that's the key. It's small adjustments that he's got to make to his footwork and balance. Because without that, He's not. It seems like he's punching. He's throwing punches. But many times when he has the opportunity to throw a big punch, he's off balance. If he could adjust that, that'll give him the balance and the opportunity to throw big punches and be effective at them. He'll be able to score the knockouts that he's looking for.
As we close the night out, let's talk about the fans here tonight as well, Tammy. I mean, I don't know the official attendance figures, but it looks anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people in this arena. And that's fantastic.
It's totally amazing. And Elvis Moyo's eating it up. Elvis Moyo, he has put in a performance. I don't want to lie. I like everything that he's done. Like I said, there are some small adjustments he could make, but the man has put on a beautiful performance, and he did what he needed to be done to get the win.
Yeah, and I said he won't mind going 10 rounds. And what I meant by that was because of the fitness levels. He won't mind going 10 rounds. It shows that he can go 10 rounds, more importantly.
Exactly.
And quite comfortably as well.
He gets the rounds and he gets the experience.
I think we're ready for the official decision. Let's go to our MC Richard Sirantar with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Judge Eddie Marshall from South Africa scores the bout 98-92. Francis Nenderere from Zimbabwe scores the bout 99-92. And Patrick Konda-Diwa from Zimbabwe sees the bout 100-91 for the winner. And still, WBF African Heavyweight Champion, Elvis Moyo!
And you can hear the crowd right there, delighted. The crowd is excited to have their man, Elvis Moyo, defend the title successfully in front of them. It's a hometown performance, a homecoming of Elvis Moyo. He did what had to be done. He didn't have to get the knockout. He could have gotten a knockout possibly, but he did just enough to get the win, even on points. And now we're going to try to get our own Ade, in the ring right now. He's working away. That's the sports minister posing with Elvis Moyo. And Saul Luckenberg, one of the promoters. Behind Elvis Moyo, his trainer, Sean Bortes. The sports minister is very happy, as he also congratulates Knife Didier on a gallant and a very valiant performance, would say.
And still, WBF African Heavyweight Champion. Good performance. A lot of people thought it was going to end in a knockout. How good and how hard a competitor was Knife Didier?
I just told him now that he's become a boxer, a proper boxer. From round 3, I realized that I couldn't catch him nicely with my left hand. Just it felt a little bit awkward. But I'm grateful to Knife. Thank you very much, Knife Didier. I needed 10 rounds. I came in 123 kgs. I fight at 118 or 117. I was just trying this body. I wanted to see how much it can carry me. I was a little bit slower, but the fitness was there, so I'm pretty excited. Now I need a proper fight.
We'll talk about that proper fight in a second. First, let's talk about the fans. Great support here from everyone at the City Sports Centre in Harare. Well done to the fans as well tonight.
Maranaka ma Zimbabweans. Asiya muna kuimba ka, muna kuzoimba ka. But thank you very much, guys. You're pretty awesome. This is what we're looking. Kalakoda Promotions, Kwese Sports, Kwese, Econet, Wireless, all the venues. This is what we're looking at. The Zimbabweans coming in numbers. Now you know in Zimbabwe you've got a proper heavyweight boxing. Nobody can touch me in Africa. I'm going to England. There is a Zimbabwean in England called Jerick Chisora. If all you can come together and you put $100 each, we will bring him to Africa. We'll bring him to Harare and I'll smash him.
The name you want next is Derek Chisora. Let me talk to your promoter here, Sol. So, how realistic is it that we can get Derek Chisora, Mr. Zimbabwe, now based in UK? How realistic is we can get Derek Chisora here in Zimbabwe for the biggest fight probably ever in Zimbabwe history, Elvis versus Derek Chisora? Can that fight be made?
I had a great meeting today with my Honourable Minister Kazembe here, Sports, Arts and Recreation. We mooted the idea. I certainly didn't get kicked out of his office. We're super amped with the way the performance went tonight from all the fighters. Super amped by the way the Zimbabwean folks have come out in the numbers to support. That fight's going to happen. We need him 2 more fights this year and it'll happen. I'll hand it over to Mr. Kazembe. Mr. Kazembe, can we make that fight happen in February 2019?
Well, I heard what Moyo said, Elvis Moyo. He challenged Chisora. I can't wait for that fight. And I would like to say, as a government, as Zimbabwe, we are going to do our utmost to ensure that that fight takes place.
Zimbabweans, let's give a hard round of applause to our Minister of Sports. He is on board now. I would like to thank a couple of people. I've got my son, Elvis Jr. EJ. I know he's watching it in sleep. My daughter, Kipi Orain, she's watching. And then I want to thank 3 personal guys, Damien Michaels, Mike Loda, and Simon Murray. Those guys, they help me out in South Africa when I'm training because it's hard to get a sponsorship that side because I'm a foreigner. I should be getting sponsorship from Zimbabwe. Also, I'd like to thank Altitude Champagne Garden and the IV. Ma Zimbabweans, Maranaka!
Well done, Elvis Moyo, and still WBF African Heavyweight Champion. Well done, and congratulations.
Well spoken there by Elvis Moyo. After such a beautiful performance, he didn't get the knockout, but he got the win. Knife is there talking to people in the ring, talking to the crowd. The crowd is pumped up, and now we still got
what a great night of boxing it has been. Obviously, Elvis Moyo and still WBF African Heavyweight Champion. Thank you so much for tuning in on Kwese Sports. You next see us the 23rd of February in Johannesburg when we get to see Ruan Vissa versus Osborne Mashimani. Thank you from myself and from Tammy Gyose. Thanks for tuning in to Kwese Friday Fight Night.